Today we'll start with vocabulary using mnemonics. So mnemonics is a trick, it's a memory key or memory tip by which you can remember the words and actually by which you can remember the meanings of the word very easily. So the first word is animosity. This means strong dislike or active hatred. If you hate someone, if someone is in your hate list, and if you dislike someone, then you have an animosity for that person. So the memory trick for this is, if you separate this word, if you break this word animosity, it will become enemy plus hostility. Animosity is enemy plus hostility. So having hostility or strong dislike towards anyone is animosity. I repeat, having strong dislike or hostility towards anyone is animosity. And the simple example sentence for this is, the rivals regarded one another with animosity. Second word is arcane. Arcane means something mysterious or secret or something which is known by very few people. So the memory trick for this is, arcane sounds like cane, and it sounds like cane. Kane is a very famous WWE wrestler, and when he started wrestling in his initial days, Kane used to wear a mask. At that time his face was a mystery as no one knew how he looked, so arcane means mysterious. I repeat. Kane sounds like Kane. Kane is a famous WWE wrestler, and in his initial days, Kane used to wear a mask. At that time, his face was a mystery, as no one knew how he looked. So, arcane means mysterious. The example sentence for this is, stay tuned for a very stay tuned for a very arcane discussion on Latin grammar. Arcane discussion on Latin grammar. So arcane means mysterious. The next word is audacious. Audacious means extremely bold or daring, brave, fearless or fearless. The memory tip is, audacious can be memorized by relating it with an automobile company, Audi. So whenever a person sits in a car manufactured by Audi, he automatically becomes bold and brave. I repeat, whenever a person sits in a car manufactured by Audi, he automatically becomes bold and brave. So Audi makes you audacious. Audi makes you audacious or bold. The example sentence for this is, success is the child of audacity. And next word is balmy. The meaning is soft, soothing, warm and pleasant. The memory tip is, the word balmy has been derived from the word balm. It sounds like balm, and balm is generally applied over an aching head. It has a soothing effect. It's generally used over an aching head and it soothes. It has a soothing effect. It soothes. So balmy can be remembered using balm, which is generally used over an aching head, and it soothes. The example sentence for this is, at the sunset, the soaring heat of the day gave way. The soaring heat of the day gave way to a balmy ocean. To a balmy ocean breeze. So balmy means to soothe or to soft or something warm or pleasant. And next word is behest. Behest means a command, order, or a directive. The memory key for this is, behest can be memorized using the phrase be in your nest. I repeat, it can be memorized using the phrase be in your nest. Consider a situation where a general is ordering a cadet during emergency. Be in your nest, be in your nest, don't come out, it's an order. So behest means command or order. I repeat, it can be remembered or memorized using the phrase be in your nest. Consider a situation where a general is ordering a cadet during emergency. Be in your nest, stay in your nest, do not come out, it's an order. So behest is a command or an order. The memory tip for behest, the example sentence for behest is, courts should not make laws at the behest of big companies. Our next word is bemoan. Bemoan. The meaning is to express distress or grief. Grief. The memory key for this is, the word bemoan contains the word moan. So moan is in Hindi, moan means silence, and on sad events we generally observe 2 minutes of silence or moan to express grief. Moan is basically used to express grief. So bemoan means to express grief. And the example sentence for this is, designers often bemoan the lack of coverage given to graphic design in mainstream media. Given to graphic design in mainstream media. In mainstream media. The next word is berate. It means to scold or criticize someone angrily. Berate means to scold or to criticize someone angrily. The memory tip is, the word berate can be memorized using the phrase B-rated material. It can be memorized using the phrase B-rated material. Now, if a producer scolded a story writer and said, what a B-rated material you have got, just get lost. So berate means to scold or to criticize. I repeat, berate can be memorized using the phrase B-rated material. Consider a situation where a producer scolds a story writer and said, what a B-rated material you have got, just get lost. So the producer is scolding or criticizing the story writer. So berate means to scold or to criticize. The example sentence for berate is, his mother came out. His mother came out and berated him for raising his voice. And berated him for raising his voice. So berate is to criticize or to scold. Next word is cacophony. Cacophony means harsh sound or discordant mixture of sounds. Harsh sounds or discordant mixture of sounds. The memory tip for cacophony is basically cacophony can be rearranged as crow plus phone. So leading to crow's sound. The word cacophony can be split in caco and phony that can be rearranged as crow plus phone leading to crow's sound. Crows have a very harsh sound. So cacophony means crows have a very harsh sound. So cacophony means harsh sound or discordant mixture of sounds. So example sentence for cacophony is old people consider rock music as sheer cacophony. Old people consider rock music as sheer cacophony. So cacophony is harsh sound. The next word is castigate. Castigate is to criticize or punish in order to correct someone. Castigate is to criticize or punish in order to correct someone. The memory tip for castigate is castigate can be related to caste system. Related to caste system. Consider a person who believes in equality giving a lecture. Anyone who favors caste system must be castigated. Anyone who favors caste system must be castigated. So castigate is to criticize or punish in order to correct someone, and it can be related to caste system. Anyone who favors caste systems must be castigated. The example sentence for castigate is he was castigated for not setting a good example. For not setting a good example. He was scolded or criticized or punished in order to correct someone for not being a good example, for not giving a good example. So castigate is to criticize or to punish. Our next word is construe. Construe means to explain or interpretate. Explain or interpret something. The memory tip for construe is the word construe can be memorized in Hindi as कौन सा answer true है. Construe can be memorized in Hindi as कौन सा answer true है. In a multiple choice questions, the student is trying to interpret कौन सा answer true है. I repeat, in a multiple choice question, the student is trying to interpret कौन सा answer true है. So construe means to interpret or to guess or to give meaning to something or to explain why this particular thing is chosen, what's the reason behind that. And the memory tip and the example sentence for construe is it is appropriate to narrowly construe a provision that sets the limit of criminal liability. So a construe means to explain or to interpret and can be memorized using the memory tip कौन सा answer true है in Hindi. So this is one of the simplest way to memorize vocabulary by using this mnemonics or memory tip. Thank you.